Thank you for joining us for this special edition broadcast of the Entrepreneurs News Network, your number one source for breaking news in the entrepreneurial world. Now, here's lead anchor, Kathy Rankin.
Thank you for joining us for this special edition news broadcast. I'm Kathy Rankin. On today's broadcast, we will be focusing in on an innovative company and their groundbreaking entrepreneurial movement that is being widely considered one of the most exciting opportunities in entrepreneurial history. In the face of one of the worst economic climates in a century, an elite and growing group of today's top thought leaders, authors, motivational speakers, and business experts have come together to create and deliver exactly what individuals and organizations need to survive and succeed in any economy. The movement is being called the Global Entrepreneurs Movement, and the company that is fueling it is iLearningGlobal.tv, the leader in online learning. Now, perhaps one of the most compelling aspects of this story is the direct involvement and endorsement of the world's top experts in all areas of business, commerce, finance, and sales. In fact, many of these experts will be joining us live today throughout this broadcast by way of telephone and satellite interview. You're about to learn why this movement is so important to you and anyone seeking true financial and entrepreneurial independence. Now, before we introduce our first guest, let's look into the backstory to this movement and why it has caught the attention of the world's top thought leaders. It's safe to say that everyone is very aware of the challenges of the current economy and the difficulty that individuals and organizations are experiencing just to stay afloat. As one of these experts pointed out to me in our conversations before the program, the bottom line is this: if you are going to have any real personal and financial security in your life or business, you must act like an entrepreneur every day. There simply is no other path forward. Big government has proven it doesn't have the answers, big business has proven it doesn't have the answers, and entrepreneurs have the answers, and entrepreneurship is the answer. And the company that is leading this global entrepreneurs movement is iLearning Global. With that thought, I'd like to pose a question to our first guest, Laurel Langmeyer, who's on the phone with us live from New York City. Now, Laurel is a New York Times best-selling author on financial success and appears regularly on the Dr. Phil Show and numerous news and radio networks, sharing strategies for creating real wealth. Laurel, you're known as the Millionaire Maker and have traveled all around the world coaching and teaching individuals and organizations how to leverage the fallen economy and turn it into huge financial success. Can you tell us why you have joined iLearning Global in this movement and perhaps hit on the unique nature of what this organization offers an individual looking not only to survive but to actually thrive in this economy?
This is one of those rare organizations who give you tools, immediate access to learning that normally would take you weeks and weeks, months and months, and sometimes years to figure out how to get to all of these amazing folks. A lot of these folks are dear, dear, dear friends of mine, and learning and knowledge and the application of this knowledge is where your success is. The amount of learning that I know as an entrepreneur, I mean, I created many millionaires in my lifetime and helped a lot of people make money, keep money, invest money, and really understand money. I'll tell you the tools that it takes and the amount of time that I've seen people have to wander around to find what's really good. It's all right here at iLearning Global. So at iLearning Global, you have a unique opportunity not only to learn these entrepreneurial and business skills we're talking about, but also it's a business for you. You can make some cash, and there's nothing greater that I teach than how to put more cash in your pocket. iLearning Global gives you the opportunity to do both. Learn it and be it all at the same time.
Well, thank you, Laurel, and coming from you, those words go a long way. Perhaps we truly are onto something here. Let's turn now to a legendary entrepreneur who grew his Franklin Day Planner system from his garage to over $600 million a year in sales, Hyrum Smith. Hyrum is joining us live from his home in southern Utah today. Hyrum, you've helped millions of people worldwide learn how to structure and prioritize their lives in every aspect of business and personal life. You've also made it clear how important learning is for today's generation in order to achieve real success. Now, you've teamed up with iLearning Global and its other faculty members to train people to adapt to the world's massive career and financial changes through entrepreneurship and personal growth. Rumor has it you've said no to countless companies in the past, so my big question is, why iLearning Global?
Well, the two big reasons for me in iLearning Global. Number one is that iLearning Global has a compelling financial opportunity for people to make themselves independent financially, which gives them the control over their lives, which for me is very exciting. And second, iLearning Global is all about changing lives globally. That's what I dedicated my life to when I created Franklin. I had this obsession to make a difference, and now I can do that as a faculty member. Standing in a studio in Mesa, Arizona, I can make a difference all over the world. That's very exciting to me. And the product that iLearning Global offers is unmatched. The technology with which they deliver it is unmatched. And so when you combine those two things, an opportunity to change people's lives all over the world, and at the same time provide an opportunity for people to be an entrepreneur, create their own business, and make themselves financially independent, it's a marriage made in heaven for me.
Very insightful comments, thank you, Hiram. It's hard to argue with the Franklin Planner guy. Now, another successful organization that's hard to argue with is Junior Achievement. Junior Achievement, as we all know, is recognized around the world for teaching young people business and commerce. In what is perhaps a very telling move, they have recently transformed their entire training programs to focus on entrepreneurial skills. Let's bring on Junior Achievement President Joyce Richards live from Scottsdale, Arizona. So, Joyce, I'd like to pose a very simple and direct question to you. Why entrepreneurship?
Junior Achievement is really blessed by having more than 6,000 volunteers from the business community who go through a brief training program of ours and use our business and economic curriculums and go into the classrooms from kindergarten all the way through 12th grade and help kids make the connection between learning and earning. So it's what they're learning in school and how it's relevant in the world of work. And probably one of the most important things that our wonderful volunteers do is get kids to begin dreaming about their future. What do I want to be when I grow up? Maybe I want to work in a fast food restaurant. And then our volunteer says, have you ever thought about owning that fast food restaurant? So planting seeds that kids had never dreamed of before. And so begin to inspire them to want to set goals for their version of the American dream. And then our volunteers said about, well, now let's show you how to set goals and how to achieve those goals. One of the most important things that we do is help kids make that connection between learning and earning. The more you learn, potentially the more you're going to earn. So how important it is for our kids to at least complete a high school education.
Great information. Thanks, Joyce. Now, we are hearing a lot today about the education and preparation of our youth and the holes in the traditional education system that you mentioned. Joining us now from his home in Portland is true youth development expert, Mr. Kevin Carroll. Kevin is an amazing individual who started his entrepreneurial journey as a young child when he was abandoned and left in a car with his siblings by his mother in a strange city. Kevin then rose to extraordinary heights as a translator in the Air Force, fulfilling his life's dream by becoming a sports trainer in the NBA, and ultimately created the powerful position of catalyst change agent for Nike. Kevin, you have an amazing story, and I've only shared a fraction of it. You've taught company executives, the United Nations, and of course millions of young people the positive power of play. Why is iLearning Global part of your ongoing mission to be a catalyst for change?
iLearning Global is the amazing destination for continuing education and development of the individual, the community, the family, and what's so amazing about it and why I've chosen to be an iLearning Global faculty member is the accessibility that it has created. So anyone can tune in, anyone can become a part of, anyone can continue to capture teachable moments via iLearning Global. They're truly accessible, and in no way are they elitist. So I love the fact that they allow others to join in the play and in the education.
Well, Kevin, that's a great point, and it actually reminds me of iLearning Global's EVE ratio that they talk about so much, which stands for your entertainment versus education ratio. There's no question that the average person's EVE scale is dramatically tipped towards entertainment based on today's studies. In fact, many experts point to this issue as a major contributor to the current economic turmoil. Let's shift gears now and turn to two well-known business gurus who know what entrepreneurs and small business owners need to generate real growth, higher sales, and more money to the bottom line. Tom Feltenstein and Sandy Botkin. Now first let's go to Tom. Tom is one of the top marketing minds in the world, having teamed up with the great Ray Kroc as one of the masterminds behind the marketing machine at McDonald's. Tom, you had enormous success with McDonald's, Burger King, Subway, Coca-Cola, and a host of other large companies over the years. Why in the world are you teaming up with iLearning Global to serve entrepreneurs and small business owners? After all, 99.9% of small business can't even afford to have someone like you come and teach and train them on how to market or grow their business.
As a former marketing guy at McDonald's Corporation, I discovered that every one of our McDonald's location was a small business. Just like mom and pops that are out there, independent operators, we built the corporation one neighborhood at a time, just like every small entrepreneur should be building theirs. It's all about neighborhood marketing. It's all about what happens in your neighborhood. And I've connected with iLearning Global because I believe they have the technology and the systems to help all the small business owners across the world. The great thing about iLearning Global is they've combined 100 of the greatest thinking minds in the world that no small business operator could afford on their own. But through the iLearning Global system, you now have access to every one of these professionals to help you grow your individual business at a price that is so affordable, and the results can be so significant.
Well, that does sound significant. Thank you, Tom, for that insight. And let me bring in another faculty member from iLearning Global, entrepreneur and small business tax expert Sandy Botkin, who focuses on helping people keep more of their money. Sandy, everyone is complaining about all the taxes we pay and how many of us end up working more for the government and our taxes than we're doing working for ourselves and our families. Are there really any strategies for saving money in taxes that won't leave you sitting in an audit or in jail? And is a home-based business the real answer to tax savings?
First of all, I want to emphasize something here. By joining iLearning Global, you get some tremendous benefits. Number one, you get tremendous tax savings by working your business like a business. When I talk about tax savings, I'm talking about anywhere from $300 to $1,000 a month or more as a result of having a home-based business. Number two, you can get a very, very substantial income opportunity for yourself. And number three, you get absolute killer training that accrues with iLearning Global. In fact, you're going to get stuff you can't get anywhere else, things that are provided in the marketplace for hundreds, if not thousands of dollars by the speakers that they're giving you as part of the subscription. In fact, the best strategy you can do to reduce your taxes that I have seen anywhere in the country is having your own home-based business. Because by having that business, you get benefits that you can't get anywhere else as an employee. You can write off part of your house, your spouse, the equivalent of your kids' education and weddings. I'm not exaggerating when I say that, and a lot more. Just watch the video that comes with iLearning Global membership, and you will put thousands of dollars in your pocket. One of the reasons I became a faculty member with iLearning Global is because I felt that this created a tremendous, unique proposition, a unique selling proposition that isn't available anywhere else in the country. I mean, think about it. You're getting access to products and services that are currently on the market today, selling for thousands and thousands of dollars at a flat rate, which means an enormous discount. Here, we're talking about tremendous growth. We're talking about an opportunity to improve every aspect of your business and every aspect of your life at a flat rate. So I was not only excited, I was honored to participate in the faculty.
Well, Sandy, that is truly eye-opening insight. The world is changing, and according to Carl Schramm, president of the Kauffman Foundation for Entrepreneurship, the internet is what has made the economy truly entrepreneurial. In fact, with a new and incredibly low barrier to entry, just about anyone can get in the entrepreneurial game. Joining us now is Terry Murphy, an author, speaker, consultant, and expert on how entrepreneurs can leverage the internet and social media to build their business. Welcome, Terry, and tell me why iLearning Global?
Well, I believe there's never been a better time in history to be an entrepreneur, and the Internet has truly leveled that playing field. With iLearning Global, people can not only get in the game as an entrepreneur, they can actually compete and even win. It becomes more real. I mean, there are no barriers or limits to your success. There's no specialized skills, no advanced degrees necessary, no prior experience even required to get in and start building some really priceless skills and life-changing residual income. But more importantly, it gives you the opportunity, no excuses, to learn something new every day so you can advance yourself and move forward and really make it a reality.
Well, having the kind of opportunity that Terry has just described is vital in the downsized, outsourced business world we live in. Countless individuals are having to retool their skills, reinvent themselves, and relaunch their careers as entrepreneurs. One woman who has successfully navigated those turbulent waters is Barbara Niven, who joins us live from Hollywood. Barbara lived the American dream and became a successful Hollywood actress, appearing in many top motion pictures and television sitcoms. Then she realized she needed to create a new starring role for herself as an entrepreneur and communication coach. Barbara, how has iLearning Global helped you to transition from successful actress to successful entrepreneur?
It was a huge wake-up call for me when the current economic downturn hit. It hit the entertainment industry, just like it hit everyone else across the globe. And I knew that I needed to create more income streams instead of just relying on acting like I've done for the last 25 years. I feel really blessed that I found iLearning Global. They provided me with the entrepreneurial skills that I needed for my transition. And then they also gave me the perfect business model to grow my own coaching and consulting business. So I feel like I got the best of both worlds. I can share my knowledge and expertise to train people, while other authors and business leaders mentor and train me. But I have to tell you, it was a huge leap of faith, but also exciting, because change is scary, but it's also exhilarating. And the more I researched iLearning Global, the more impressed I was with them. I'm just really proud to be part of this team. Not only are we giving people tools to change their lives, I feel like we're sort of on the leading edge of a global tsunami. It's a perfect time to be in iLearning Global as a marketer. I've never personally done network marketing before, but there's so much team support that they literally walk me through it every step of the way from day one.
Well, thank you, Barbara, and it's very interesting to hear a different perspective from somebody who's been on the other side for consumers out there who might be going through that same turmoil. You know, your story certainly raises the curtain on the untold millions out there around the world who, despite great success, still need to change their strategy to sustain their financial future. In today's economy, even high-profile professional athletes need to think like and act like entrepreneurs. Now, this next guest is one of my favorites, Danny White, formerly of the Dallas Cowboys, who's my favorite team. He was the quarterback and an NFL star and has long been an entrepreneur, but found iLearning Global to be the entrepreneurial equivalent of the dream team. Danny, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today. What was it that connected you to iLearning Global?
Well, you know, I learned a long time ago in my football career about the power of synergy and what can happen when you get a group of people together who are like-minded, who are dedicated to a common goal, who are working towards the same kind of results. It's a powerful, powerful thing. And Tom Landry, my coach with the Dallas Cowboys for years and years, was a firm believer that you could actually create an environment where people can exceed their own potential by utilizing this force of synergy. It worked for us with the Dallas Cowboys, and now when you combine that with the technological advances that we have with iLearning Global, and I think what we have is a superstar in the making, and I really believe that.
Well, and it's why you won so many Super Bowls with my favorite team. That's terrific insight, Danny. Thank you so much. Now, while Danny White was able to parlay one success into another, Bill Bartman was stringing together a series of defeats and failures. Bill went from a gang member and the rumble and drug scene to becoming a business genius and billionaire, literally one of the richest men in America. Bill, you have quite a story. What can you tell us about this global entrepreneurs movement?
I became involved with iLearning Global because I saw it was supplying a need that I could not find elsewhere on the face of the planet Earth. And when I say elsewhere on the face of the planet Earth, I have traveled the globe over the course of now my 60 years in life and 40 years in business. And education has been one of the key drivers for my success and one of the key drivers of most people's success. And I have found that it's lacking, that most people try to buy their education out of a book from people who didn't know what it is they were trying to teach. Well, iLearning Global has done exactly the opposite. They have amassed a whole cadre of seasoned, experienced, savvy people who can articulate clearly and crisply the lessons of life that they have learned, and they make those lessons available so inexpensively there is no longer an excuse for anyone to go wanting. I have been fortunate enough to have been named National Entrepreneur of the Year twice by NASDAQ, USA Today, Inc. magazine, and a whole litany of other people. So when I talk about entrepreneurship, it has a special and dear place in my heart. And I have come to learn from this experience of the world that I have been able to accumulate over the last 60 years that entrepreneurs need a special kind and type of guidance. Entrepreneurs are different people. They aren't the regular average cut of the same cloth kind of people. They are people who need special assistance. And the special assistance they need are from mentors and tutors who really do understand what an entrepreneur is going through. Well, iLearning Global has amassed the largest cadre of expert entrepreneurs, I think, since Adam and Eve.
Wow, those are powerful statements. I want to bring in one more business expert, Dr. Ivan Misner, founder of BNI, the largest business networking organization in the world. Dr. Misner, thank you for taking time out of your busy travel schedule to join us live today from Tokyo. I have your colleagues Bill Bartman, Hiram Smith, Tom Feltenstein, and now you. I want to know, why have you, after turning down countless network marketing opportunities, decided to engage with iLearning Global?
I believe the more business people can immerse and engage in a culture of learning, the more successful they will be at what they do. I wrote a book a few years ago called Masters of Success, and one of the things that I discovered is that success is the uncommon application of common knowledge. I asked the average business person, what's it take to be successful? And they told me things like passion and systems and goals and risk-taking, social capital things like trust and leverage. I asked the really successful business professionals, people who are multimillionaires, what they thought it took to be successful. And interestingly enough, they told me that they thought it was passion and system and goals and vision, risk-taking, social capital, the same things. Then I asked college students, kids wet behind the ears who didn't know anything about business, and they said that it took passion and system and goals and vision, the exact same list. So the question that I have back is that if we all know what it takes to be successful, why is it that we're not all as successful as we would like to be? I believe it's the uncommon application of common knowledge. It's taking these ideas and applying them in an uncommon way. What I love about iLearning Global is that it does that in a very practical way. It's where the rubber meets the road. It teaches business people how to apply common concepts in an uncommon way in order to be successful.
Well, this is certainly information we can all benefit from. In reporting on this entrepreneurial movement, it is important to note the wide array of people and professionals it is attracting. Now, one person who has used iLearning Global to improve his existing business while developing a new business is Dr. Mike Milligan from Bloomington, Illinois. Dr. Mike, welcome to the show. Tell me what iLearning Global has done for you and your homegrown dental practice, and you told me earlier about your new home-based business. Could you hit on that?
Thanks. It's great to be on with you. iLearning Global has really transformed our dental practice. We were able to work 29% less hours the first 6 months of this year compared to last year in a down economy now, and we were able to increase our net income my net income $40,000. And we did that just by being so much more efficient. My staff's happier, I'm happier. We actually take a lot better care of our patients than we ever did before, and I attribute that in large part to iLearning Global. So I saw the passive income opportunity with iLearning Global. It was explained to me. We've all heard stories about people who do that and know people who have done that, And so it's you're able to do that with iLearning Global while helping other people in a significant way, just the way I was helped so much with iLearning Global. When I saw that, I jumped in with both feet.
Well, thank you, Dr. Mike. The statistics you mentioned are certainly impressive. Turning now to one of the legendary ambassadors of achievement, it is my pleasure to welcome to our program international author and speaker Brian Tracy. Brian, you've written numerous best-selling books, audio programs, and videos, and have spoken to audiences around the world. So with all your success, why have you chosen to feature your principles and strategies with iLearning Global?
Well, I've been teaching people all over the world for 27 years how to run their businesses more effectively, and iLearning Global offers the fastest, most efficient, most effective, inexpensive, most convenient way for people to learn the critical skills they have to increase their personal and business income. And so it's a way of getting to more people faster and more efficiently than anything that's possible before. The advantages for my friends, my speakers, trainers, experts, consultants, authors, throughout the world to be on iLearning Global is so they can get their message to more people faster and easier. They can expand their reach. They can increase their notoriety. They can increase all their other businesses. But most importantly, they can help more people over a wider area than has ever been possible before.
And in today's global market, that certainly makes sense. Thank you, Brian. As we're seeing today, the caliber of the iLearning Global faculty is truly unrivaled. This becomes even more evident as I bring in someone who is a former student and consummate entrepreneur and is now a faculty member of iLearning Global, Mr. Paul Martinelli. Paul, you have built multiple businesses as an entrepreneur and have also established yourself as one of the rising stars on the national platform. You attribute your success to learning from the masters, and now you're taking that knowledge to countless entrepreneurs worldwide. What brought you to iLearning Global?
Well, thank you for the opportunity. You know, one of the things that I learned from one of my favorite mentors, Tom Feltenstein, is in order to earn and really build a successful business, it requires that we fulfill a vital need in the marketplace and that we have some kind of a system, product, or service that's duplicable in the marketplace. You know, the law of compensation is clear. It's based on the need for what we do, our ability to do it, and the difficulty there is in replacing us. And with the iLearning Global model that they have, there is a huge need for continuing education, and they have taken all of the business systems and have created just a duplicable system that allows me really the freedom and flexibility to do what I like to do, which is connect to other people and know that they're going to be taken care of on the back end with service and products and programs that are going to be very effective and help them grow their life. You know, one of the most attractive things for me with iLearning Global was that I had the opportunity to tap into some of the greatest thinkers of all times, Brian Tracy, Bill Bartman, my mentor, Tom Feltenstein, and being able to engage in their learning and each day take just a snippet of material and apply it to a specific purpose in my business so that I could grow my company. And then on the back end, just by sharing the opportunity with other people to have a residual income on an ongoing basis, something that didn't require me to do anything different than what I was already doing. I was already learning. I was already talking about the programs and the content. This just allowed me an opportunity to enter into that, you know, that high sought-after market of a duplicable income.
Well said. Thank you, Paul. And let me just say, wow. I have to say, in full disclosure, this has certainly been one of the most star-studded broadcasts I've ever been a part of. To see all of these experts and leaders coming together in a very timely movement and what appears to be a perfect business opportunity is truly impressive. iLearning Global is clearly driving the global entrepreneurs movement in a major way. iLearning Global has entrepreneurs viewing their online training and development programs in over 100 countries today. They also have over 110 of the world's leading authors and speakers as faculty members, most who have chosen to participate in the marketing and financial opportunities spoken of in today's broadcast as well. To have so many renowned experts engaged in their business is an extraordinary testament to what iLearning Global has created. In a nutshell, it appears that without question, iLearning Global is the leader in entrepreneurial training and development. Combine that with their unique income earning opportunity, and you have the ultimate solution to change the way you learn and the way you earn. Talk about a true bailout. Me personally, I know that I don't know anyone who isn't on the desperate search for financial security, and that's what iLearning Global brings in the form of a dynamic business opportunity, which has an unprecedented payout backed by a product whose value is 100 times the price you pay for top-level education and inspiration. So to close out this special edition broadcast, we have Boyd Matheson joining us live via satellite from the iLearning Global studios in Mesa, Arizona, where they film a large majority of the content you see on their website. Boyd is the president of iLearningGlobal.tv and is also one of the distinguished faculty members. Boyd, now what do you have to say for the individual who's been watching this program and has the entrepreneurial vision, but they want to get involved? Where do they start and how do they start?
Well, thanks. You've put on a great program tonight. What can they do? One of the most compelling things we've learned by working directly with these top experts you've introduced today and the over 100 other experts on our faculty is that to succeed and have real financial security in today's challenging economy, you have to think like an entrepreneur and you have to act like an entrepreneur every day. And what we do at iLearning Global, we truly offer every person who joins the opportunity to do just that. To learn how to be an entrepreneur and to learn from the world's leading speakers and consultants and authorities, and then earn real residual income that can create financial success and real security. Now, let me say another thing. One key that we found is that entrepreneurs take immediate action. So you asked what people can do. Action. When they see a good opportunity, entrepreneurs take action. They don't wait. And the beauty of iLearning Global is that if you take action, you can rapidly build real income. In fact, I like to tell people a really good test for any entrepreneurial opportunity is this: how fast can you become profitable? And at iLearning Global, we have a real simple model here. We have powerful strategies, and a person can, by sharing this entrepreneurial opportunity with just 5 people, become profitable in just 5 days. So think about that. So for $180 or just $6 a day, no long-term contracts, no unsellable inventory, you can start your own legitimate entrepreneurial business with virtually no risk. I love that. And even just working part-time, you can create a monthly residual income that can grow to thousands and even tens of thousands of dollars every month. So I always like to say iLearning Global is the perfect storm. Perfect storm. We have a perfect product. Entrepreneurial education that everybody in this entire world needs. And we have an entrepreneurial business that can provide extraordinary financial income and security. So right back to where you started, what can people do? They can think like and act like an entrepreneur, because I'm convinced it is the only path to real success. So take action now. Join iLearning Global. Literally, people have nothing to lose and the world to gain. It's really that simple. So back to you in the studio.
Thank you so much, Boyd. Well, this truly has been an insightful broadcast, and if you're anything like me, you'll be running to the nearest internet connection to learn more about how you can join in on this incredible opportunity with iLearningGlobal.tv. For more information on this revolutionary company and how you can get involved in this incredible business, iLearning Global tells us you can contact the person who invited you to view this broadcast. You can also view additional behind-the-scenes footage and information from iLearning Global on our website at entrepreneursnewsnetwork.com/iLearningGlobal. Thanks for watching this special edition broadcast for the Entrepreneurs News Network. I am Kathy Rankin, and as always, we wish you the very best in your pursuit of the entrepreneurial dream. Good night.